Hi, my name is Demi. I am a CPTSD and PTSD specialist, and I am going to briefly talk about some of the impacts of trauma and PTSD on the mental and physical body. When it comes to trauma and PTSD, we often think about first responders, military personnel, or survivors of terrible disasters. But today we now know that traumatic events in childhood and in abusive relationships have the same effect on our nervous system as traumatic events that take place in the military or working as a first responder, and that the lasting emotional impact and psychological response the person has to that traumatic event, as in how they emotionally process what happened, determines if someone becomes conditioned to living in a fight-or-flight response, a response that has remained switched on auto drive, stuck in a loop, going round and around, and has become a default setting in the nervous system, so the person is constantly in hyperarousal, meaning they experience a persistent state of hypervigilance where a person has a heightened awareness of one's surroundings, constantly scanning for potential threats even when there is no immediate danger, feeling anxious, angry, easily startled, sensitivity to noise and crowds, a feeling of being constantly on edge, panic attacks, flashbacks, and emotional dysregulation. All symptoms of PTSD. This dysregulation leads to negative physical and emotional issues due to a direct link between trauma and the mental and physical body. And not only can all this affect mental health, but it can also have a huge knock-on effect on the menopause transition. This is because nervous system dysregulation is also commonly experienced during menopause due to the huge decline in estrogen levels, which impacts directly on the nervous system, causing menopausal symptoms to worsen and intensify in women who have PTSD and unresolved past trauma. Women with PTSD were also twice as likely to experience early menopause, and these hormonal changes during menopause also provoked, opened up, and intensified PTSD symptoms and any existing trauma, or any present unresolved trauma.